ever crossed your fingers before doing something good, thinking that it will bring good luck to you? Or have you stopped your car and waited for the other person to pass after seeing a black cat crossing through the road? Do you shudder at the thought of what will happen if the date 13th falls on a Friday? Hello friends, welcome to CrunchyStoryteller. If you are wondering why am I talking about these, then let me tell you. In one or the other way, most of us fall into the trap of these folklore, not knowing the fact or true stories behind them. Superstitions are one of the most amusing and fascinating aspects of human behavior. Believe it or not, they form a major part of our everyday life and interactions. You probably must be having your own too. Starting from a cat crossing your path, wearing your lucky shirt for an interview, or not eating anything while your favorite sports star is playing. You must be familiar to some of these, as they might be applying on you. At times, we might not even be aware of the impact these superstitions have on our life. The most amazing thing about these superstitions is that they have a very long life. They are engrafted on human minds and over the time period have become a part of human existence. It is a matter of pride and carried with same amount of dignity generation after generation. But before we move ahead, let's understand some of the related terms. A ritual is an action that we repeat because of its symbolic value. If we look at it from religious perspective, the people following a particular religion are supposed to follow some rituals which may have grown over a period of time, while a superstitious behavior may include rituals we generally engage to produce some specific outcomes. It follows a reinforcement process. The principle behind it says that we repeat a certain kind of behavior when we feel that following it will lead to desired results. Since we wish to avoid jinxing our future situations, therefore, these superstitions become a part of your routine. You may be convinced of your belief and outcome, but for sure, neither the place you were going to, the interviewer, or the player are aware of your belief and are in no way affected by your following or not following the belief. Superstitions normally fall into two categories. One that are meant to bring good luck and the other that are meant to avoid bad luck. For example, to Russians, bird droppings on you, your home or your car signifies that money will be coming your way. While in South Korea, crows are seen as bad luck and possibly even death. And if you are staying in countries like Turkey, India and South Korea, you must have had someone telling you at some point not to trim your nails after dark. Apparently, it's bad luck to trim your finger or toenails after dark. Most of us do know that such beliefs are irrational, but then why do we follow them? I hope you are enjoying the video. Do tell us in the comment section the superstitions you follow. Now the question arises that if behaviors have no connection to the outcome, then why do we do what we do? In a study conducted by Kent State University researcher Shanna Wilson and her colleagues in 2013 on sports fan superstitions, it was found that when people are unsure about the outcome, they try to control it somehow. In situations like games where the outcome is unknown, despite the excitement, people need some kind of surety too, and that too a favorable one. That is the root of their superstition. Somehow, knowing or rather believing what the outcome will be makes them less anxious. The more uncontrollable or unpredictable a situation is, the more we try to control the outcomes, even if it means making up your own beliefs or rituals to do so. Interestingly, it has been found in a study done by Damish and colleagues in 2010 that activating good luck related superstitions by using common actions or saying, such as keeping one's fingers crossed or by using some lucky charm, improves subsequent performance in memory, anagram games, motor dexterity, and golfing too. It was identified that the mechanism behind this increased performance is an increase in the perceived self-efficacy. Superstitions boosted their confidence and hence it increases level of performance. An article published in the International Journal of Psychology and Behavioral Sciences states that superstition has its roots in our ancestors when they could not understand the forces and whims of the natural world and were threatened by predation or other natural forces. Therefore, superstitions evolved a false sense of having control over conditions in an effort to reduce anxiety. This is why superstitions are prevalent in conditions of absence of confidence, insecurity, fear, and threat. As per Tess O'Leary, superstitious behavior and rituals are generally harmless features of most of our lives. However, when it becomes an essential part of our lives and not following them may lead to anxiety, tension, obsessive thoughts, then it has crossed from being a magical thinking to irrational thinking. Even if you don't consider yourself as superstitious, but still using phrases like bless you when someone sneezes, then you need to consider that such phrases are based on the ancient beliefs that the devil might steal their souls and therefore the use of the phrase. You might have seen or heard that some buildings don't have the 13th floor for obvious connected superstitions, of course. Interestingly, some airlines such as Air France, Air Trans and others don't have the 13th row. Some don't know how this came along, while others have a very interesting explanation related to it. Even some airlines like Lufthansa do not have a 17th row because in some countries like Italy and Brazil, 13 and 17 are considered as unlucky numbers. Not only this, superstitions make us believe that things and objects are cursed. For example, in movies like The Conjuring, the doll Annabelle is said to be inhabited by the spirit of a dead girl. The famous tennis player Nadal has an array of rituals that he follows before he plays. These include the way he places his bottles, taking freezing cold showers, fidgeting with his clothes. As per him, these rituals help him to find focus and perform well in his game. Fascinatingly, these superstitions have less cost as compared to the unwanted outcomes and therefore easier to follow. Knocking on a wooden surface while commenting upon one's good health is definitely a small price if compared to devastating illness and huge bills. A study by Kevin R. Abbott and Thomas N. Sherrod confirms and explains that superstitions are valued because of the advantages they carry, outweighing the disadvantages of a so-called exploration scenario of an uncertain situation. Whether superstition should be followed or not is a choice we make individually. I hope you enjoyed listening to these superstitions and the psychological studies behind them. If you enjoyed the video, kindly like, share and subscribe for more such interesting content. Don't forget to press the bell icon to receive notification of my video. Thanks for watching.